The most important question you can ask about any initiative that claims to be working toward a better world is this: what does it actually do? Not what does it believe, not what does it hope, but what concretely is happening, and why should that be expected to make a difference? It is a fair question, and Royal Toronto family takes it seriously. Most efforts to change the world fail, not because the people behind them lack dedication or intelligence or resources. They fail because they are operating on a flawed premise. The dominant model of social change still works from a logic of management, top-down solutions, expert prescriptions applied to communities who were never genuinely consulted, systems designed to administer human beings rather than serve them. And underneath all of it, the assumption that the problem is technical, that if we get the policies right, the economics right, the institutions right, the human beings will follow. History suggests otherwise. Human beings do not follow structures. Structures follow human beings when enough of them change. RTF operates from a different foundation: stewardship over control, emergence over imposition. We begin from the understanding that the transformation we need at the scale we need it cannot be engineered from the top. It has to be cultivated from within, from a shift in how people understand themselves, their communities, their place in the human story. This is not idealism. This is the lesson of every genuine civilizational shift in history. The culture changes first, everything else follows. And the most powerful tool for changing culture, before policy, before institutions, before anything else, is the story we tell about who we are and what is possible. The work is organized into 4 interdependent pillars: culture and consciousness. This is where we begin. With stories, with art, with the deliberate work of shifting the narrative about what Toronto is and what humanity is capable of. The Letters to Toronto series is part of this work: community and belonging. Because honestly, isolation is the condition that makes every other problem worse. We build structures of genuine connection across culture, class, language, and generation. Not programming, real relationship, governed systems and policy. Because philosophy without institutional expression remains incomplete. We engage with the mechanisms of the city, not to capture them, but to inform them with a better set of values. The built environment, because, well, a living philosophy eventually shows up in space, in how a city is designed, in who it makes room for, in what it communicates about the people it serves. Kanbante. This is a long project. We do not pretend otherwise. Civilizational transformation is not a campaign. It is a commitment, generational in scope, patient in method, and uncompromising in values. Royal Toronto family does not have all the answers. This bears repeating because, too many initiatives have been damaged by the pretense of certainty. We are here to open the conversations that have been avoided, to create space where serious people with different expertise, different perspectives, different lived experience can engage with the problems that matter most. What we offer is not a finished solution. It is a framework rigorous enough to hold the complexity, and a vision clear enough to orient the work. If you are a researcher who has spent years studying one part of this problem, if you are a policy thinker frustrated by the gap between what is known and what is implemented, if you are a community organizer who knows what works at the ground level but lacks a larger framework, if you are an artist, a faith leader, an educator, a builder, this initiative was built with you in mind. The door is open, the conversation is serious, and the moment, with everything the world is currently living through, has never been more urgent. Royal Toronto family, the work has begun. One world, one race, one family.